Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Dark Days, The Casting, Issue 1. And before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a couple updates. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 200, and that show where I review all the comics I've read this week in one show, so if you want to go check that out, the exclusive comics will be in the description below, and the episode will be posted by Friday. But let's start talking about Dark Days, The Casting, Issue 1, which you're getting an ultra glare with, because I did get the foil cover, but very awesome foil cover. Cool cover here though, not just because it's foil, but I like how it's the coloring really makes the cover kind of jump out at you, and I am really recognizing that on camera here. So pretty cool cover. Artwork is a little inconsistent because we have a couple artists on here. We have Jim Lee, Andy Kubert, and John Romita Jr. Jim Lee definitely does the least amount of artwork in here though, but I'm not a big fan of Adam Kubert's or John Romita Jr.'s artwork, so the artwork wasn't totally for me, but Jim Lee's artwork was obviously solid throughout the book. But yeah, the artwork is still not my favorite aspect of this book, and mostly because there's so many artists on it, which makes it feel a bit inconsistent. But let's see what's going on with the story. So with this issue, we get a lot. It's as just like the first issue, it's an information dump. So we get to see narrative from Hawkman of what this metal is about and what it has to do with him and his past. And then, of course, Batman is learning more about the metal, and we see, because this is written by Scott Snyder, it's very much attached to Snyder's Batman run of making that machine, and that the machine had the metal in it, and finally learning more about Duke. So he has this meta ability because of the metal, and there's a few people out there that also have these abilities, and that's why Batman brought him under his wing. So is his name going to be Meta? I guess we'll find out, but at least we learn a bit more about Duke and why it's been such a slow process to learn about his character and why it took so long for him to get a name. Still don't think it's worth how long we had to wait, but at least we got some information, and that was because of the Joker, which obviously it's always nice to see the Joker written by Scott Snyder. So that was pretty cool. And by the end, we learned a little bit more about the hidden figure behind all this metal mystery, and that there's these bat-like characters that are going to show up in the future storylines, which we knew because they're going to be getting one-shots in a couple of months to expand the metal storyline even more. So that's pretty much the gist. I'm sure with a story like this, you can really analyze page by page. I know a lot of websites are doing that because there is so much information. And if you are a hardcore DC fan, I think you're going to really want to dig deep and see what's going on in the world. But yeah, it wasn't a bad issue. I liked it. I felt like this issue was better than the first. The first I felt was way too much of an information dump. At least we got a bit more character story here, and that's mostly because of the Joker and Duke storyline. But the dialogue for me falls a bit flat because they're trying to stick so much information in here. So it's very lengthy. Definitely take your time and read it. I definitely recommend that. So it's not my favorite issue just because of the way it's written, and I'm still not 100% invested in this mystery, but if you enjoy Snyder's run of Batman, I think you'll like this issue a bit more than maybe the last one. So for me, I gave this issue 3 stars. It wasn't bad, but still not wowing me as much as I want this event to wow me, especially compared to the DC Rebirth event that I'm a bit more anticipating and invested into. But let me know in the comments below, what did you think about this issue? This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links to my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later.